Warning, what you're about to see is a strictly Jedi moment of amazing reflexes, 180-degree spin, and defense. Sup, bitches. Hey everybody. There's a lot of times where you're following a story, or you're here, or you're looking and you're seeing something, and you just kind of get amazed. You're surprised by it, and it's kind of what this whole commentary is today. Now, in the background here, you're gonna see some Chivalry Medieval Warfare gameplay. This is a PC game, and it's kind of like Gladiator, Braveheart, all those types of movies put into a video game. It's obviously medieval combat, but it's really cool because it's got all sorts of it's got weapons from all the periods of the medieval ages and different factions and races from all over the world. Their weapons are represented in different classes and tiers, so it's pretty sweet. I'm not very good at it, as you'll quickly find out. It's been a long time since I played it, but it's a fun game, and I have a few cool moments that I enjoy hacking people to bits. Now, recently in the news, there's been a story about a football player. Now, I don't know how many of you are sports fans, but I'm a pretty big sports fan myself. And this guy by the name of Aaron Hernandez is he's a really good tight end for the New England Patriots, which is a pretty big football team. And he has been indicted, or he's been charged with murdering a semi-pro 27-year-old football player, which is kind of ridiculous. And stories like this really strike me because this guy, Aaron Hernandez, is a millionaire, and he's a good football player. He's set to make millions more. Not only that, he's a father of a young child, and he's got a wife, and in his hometown he's kind of revered as like a hero and stuff like that. And it's just amazing that out of nowhere a player can come out, and I don't know, they're human beings just like all of us, I guess, but you just don't expect it, especially from somebody who all they have to do is, I shouldn't say all they have to do, but what their job is putting on a uniform and going out and playing a sport. You don't think that they'd be messing around with a bunch of other crap, but rich people do dumb things sometimes, and it surprises me, and I'm kind of amazed. And I feel bad for the guy and the victim's family. They're all unfortunate events. Another surprising thing that came out in the last 2 to 3 weeks was a story about a man by the name of Edward Snowden. Unless you don't know who this guy is, he leaked important information, national security records, about the way the United States was treating people's rights, not only in the United States, but all over the world, with surveillance and all sorts of programs that keep people in check and supposedly protect us from terrorist movements and violence. Now, I'm not sure how effective that is, but from a standpoint of just, holy moly, this is insane, these people are able to do anything they want, it's pretty surprising. But you know what? Sometimes you shouldn't be surprised. It's the United States government, and their reach probably goes even deeper than what we found out here. And that's just a scary thing. But it sucks, and that's the way it's going to be. You're always going to be surprised. And another example of a big group, organization, powerful, who that surprised me, was Microsoft. Now, if you don't follow the Xbox One Microsoft debate and all that nonsense, which really got out of hand for a while there, there's been a lot of policies for the Xbox One that have really been annoying people, and honestly, I didn't think of a company like Microsoft, after the stance that they took on all of their features for the Xbox One, would really do anything about it. But they listened to people, and they said, hey, like, we are screwing up. This is a bad system. And I'm amazed that they actually went back on all this. This is the way of the future. This is the best thing for everybody, and now they're not doing it anymore. And you know what? I kind of applaud them for that. Good for them. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna get an Xbox One someday, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. You're always gonna be thrown different things in life in situations that are gonna be unpredictable and at times unavoidable. Now, the scenarios that I gave you previously, these aren't really life or death situations, or they aren't very pressing, and to be honest, they really don't affect most of us on a daily basis, but they're things, that things that happen, and it doesn't matter if it's your family, your friends, your girlfriend. There are gonna be times where you just get floored by information that comes out of nowhere, and it's really on you to react appropriately. If you overreact too strongly, or you go out of place and you don't really get all the information, then you risk looking like an idiot. A lot of people get really upset about things as soon as their first emotions come into play, and that's something that you can learn from, even though it's not easy sometimes. I'm not usually like Mr. Let's sit here and talk about life problems and things like that, but it just was on my mind, and since this whole new thing with my channel, I feel like doing whatever I really want with it. I thought I would share some thoughts with you guys, maybe help some people out. But anyways, I'm going to cut this one off here. I hope you guys liked the video. It's pretty fun game. If you guys want to check it out, here's a link to a cinematic trailer that an amateur made, third party. It wasn't made by Torn Banner Studios, and it's actually really good, and I hope that you guys like it. Leave the guy a comment, because it looks like he spent a lot of time on it. Anyways, this is StarKai with Sasquatch Gaming, signing out. Peace.